Hello everyone. Welcome to Confessions Jury, where people put themselves on the spot, waiting for your judgment. Sit comfortably and listen carefully, as you're about to hear today's cases. You hold the hammer and you apply the law. Let us have your verdict down in the comments section. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Let's head on to our first case. Case 1. Am I the bad person for refusing to cook after my BEF tried to critique my cooking with a literal PowerPoint presentation? So, this happened a few days ago, and I'm still trying to process it. For context, I, 28F, have been with my BEF, 30M, for about 2 years. We live together, and I've always done most of the cooking because I genuinely enjoy it, and he claims he can't even boil water without setting off the smoke alarm. The other night, I made one of our favorite meals, and while we were eating, he got a weird smirk on his face. He then says, "You know, I've been taking notes." I laughed, thinking he was joking, but then he said, "No, really. I made a presentation." I still thought it was a joke until he got up, connected his laptop to the TV, and opened a PowerPoint titled "Improving Our Home Dining Experience." I was in disbelief as he went slide by slide critiquing my dishes. Slide 1, too much garlic. Slide 2, pasta consistency. Slide 3, more salt, less sass. The kicker was slide 8, which was just a photo of Gordon Ramsay facepalming with the caption, "What he'd think." I was stunned. I told him if he had such detailed opinions, he should cook himself. He tried to backtrack, saying it was all in good fun and that he was just trying to help. But I wasn't laughing. I haven't cooked since, and now he's been living off cereal and takeout. He's sulking, saying I'm overreacting and ruining the joke. So, am I the bad person for refusing to cook after my BEF presented me with a PowerPoint critique of my cooking? Update. I decided that our relationship needed a serious talk. I sat him down to discuss how his presentation came across as not just unfunny, but pretty disrespectful. You know, typical mature relationship stuff. Well, what does he do? He smirks and goes, "Oh, I was prepared for this." He actually grabs his laptop, connects it to the TV again, and presents me with another PowerPoint titled "How to Take a Joke, a Comprehensive Guide." Yes, folks, he made a whole slideshow explaining why I needed to learn how to chill out and appreciate humor. Slide 1 featured a meme of a clown putting on makeup with my name plastered over it. Slide 2? A bullet point list titled, "Why Your Overreaction is Hilarious." Slide 3 was titled, "How I'm Clearly the Comedian in This Relationship." At this point, I was too stunned to speak. But then he pulled out slide 6, "Things You Can Do While Not Cooking, Because You're Mad." The audacity, right? It was as if he really thought he'd win me over with this next-level presentation. Spoiler alert, he did not. So, I did what any rational, PowerPoint-loving person would do. I made my own. I stayed up all night crafting a presentation called "Why It's Time to Move On, a Farewell Guide." It had everything: flowcharts mapping his incompetence in the kitchen, pie charts illustrating my happiness before and after the great presentation debacle, and my personal favorite, slide 9, a gif of Gordon Ramsay yelling, "Get out!" This morning, I sat him down and went through my PowerPoint with the same energy he had given me. His reaction was priceless. He started with that same smirk but lost it somewhere around slide 4, top 10 reasons you're moving out today. By the time I got to the resources for finding your own apartment slide, he was packing a bag. Now, before anyone worries, yes, he did actually leave. And no, I didn't even have to threaten him with slide 12, which was just a photo of me blocking the Wi-Fi router. So, yeah, we broke up, and I'm single, happy, and cooking meals for myself without any critique except my cat's judgmental stare. And to those who said I should make a breakup PowerPoint, just know your wish has been fulfilled. I still can't believe how all of this went down over the course of one single weekend. But I now feel pretty good about myself. What do you guys think? Lay down your ruling in the comments section and let's move on to our next story. Case 2. Am I the bad person for giving my coworker exactly what she wanted? There's this coworker in my office let's call her Megan, who's built her whole career on taking credit for other people's work. She's the type who, if you so much as come up with a good idea in a team meeting, will start repeating it loudly and then take it to the boss as her concept. For months, she's been getting away with this, and since I'm not exactly confrontational, I figured I'd just keep my head down and let it go. But it was getting out of control. Megan had gone from stealing ideas to outright taking my actual work and passing it off as her own. I create presentations, reports, and proposals, and somehow she'd end up presenting them to management with barely a word of credit thrown my way. My frustration hit a breaking point after our last project. I'd spent days on an analysis report, only to have her march into the boardroom and summarize it, taking full credit. And the worst part? Management actually believed her. So, I decided to take a different approach. If she wanted to steal my work, I'd make sure it was work worth stealing. Here's what I did. I created an elaborate, jargon-filled, 25-slide presentation about a fake process I called Optimal Revenue Integration Strategy, or ORIS for short. It looked impressive, sounded professional, and was absolutely meaningless. Just buzzwords strung together. I intentionally left the presentation open on my desktop during lunch, fully expecting her to see it. Sure enough, Megan swooped in, borrowed it, and set up a meeting with our boss to showcase her latest insights. When the meeting happened, I sat quietly in the back, watching as she went through slide after slide, using words like synergize and monetize like her life depended on it. The boss's face went from interested, to confused, to downright skeptical. Finally, he asked, "Can you explain what optimal revenue integration strategy means in practice?" Megan's face went pale as she stumbled over the buzzwords, trying to make sense of it. But it was nonsense. She couldn't explain it because it wasn't real. The boss turned to me, knowing I'd been working on the project too, and I just shrugged, saying I had no idea what she was trying to convey. Megan was caught. The meeting ended abruptly, and she hasn't been able to steal my work since. I'm now known as the guy who actually understands the strategy in the office, and she's been side-eyed by everyone ever since. What do you guys think of this one? Let us know in the comments section, and let's move on to our next story. Case 3. Am I the bad person for refusing to quit my job cause my boyfriend thinks the corporate world is soul-sucking? So I've been dating this guy, 27M, for 2 years now. Dude is like anti-corporate to the extreme. He's constantly going off about how capitalism is trash, anyone working a normal job is brainwashed, blah blah blah. Meanwhile, I'm, 25F, actually doing pretty well at my office job. I mean, it's not my life's passion or anything, but it's solid, I'm decent at it, and hey, it pays the bills. About a year ago, he started hardcore pushing me to quit. According to him, I need to break free from this slave mindset and, I quote, find myself. He keeps talking about how we could live this carefree, spontaneous life, following our souls or whatever. He's got these big dreams of us living off the grid with zero responsibilities, but no actual plan on how we're supposed to survive other than going with the flow. When I asked for real details, he just got vague and started saying I don't understand what true freedom is. So, just a couple days ago, he gave me this ultimatum: either I quit my job and wake up to real life, or he's out, because he's done dating an office zombie. And, to make things worse, he says I'm the one holding him back because my chains are stressing him out. I tried explaining that, I actually like my life the way it is, and it's my paycheck that's covering our rent and food half the time, not his little side hustles. When I told him no way, he stormed out, and now half our friends are telling me I'm missing out on a once-in-a-lifetime chance to live my best life. The other half thinks he's just trying to guilt-trip me into dropping everything to follow his fantasy. So, am I the bad person for choosing stability and not jumping into his whole free spirit lifestyle? Sorry, but someone's gotta be the adult here, right? You've sat down, you've listened. Now, it's time to state your ruling. What is it gonna be? Let us have it down in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more cases like these. In life, we may run, but we can never hide from true justice. Stay safe, everyone.